Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to the WFO Racing League. Tonight, we bring in season 16 we wrap up season 16 of the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series with the Crimson Tide 260, 85 laps of all-out racing, legendary Talladega Speedway, presented by Eighmey Contracting. This is Talladega, the biggest track, the fastest packs, and the smallest margin of error. Drafting partners matter, momentum matters, and one wrong move can change the outcome of the entire night. It's the final race before the championship, and every driver on track knows exactly what's at stake. Some are racing with confidence, others are racing with urgency, but everyone has the same goal: survive, advance, and keep their season alive. There's no easy laps, there's no safe spots, and there's no guarantees. So buckle up. It's Wicked Wednesday, it's the Crimson Tide 260, and we will be back after this.
Light the flame, we don't back down, we play this game. Wheel to wheel, it's skill and pride. We're racing clean with fire inside. Every turn a test of guts, fast and fair, no ifs or buts. Respect runs deep in every lane. We fight for wins, not for fame. Precision rules the track right here. Built on sweat, built on gear. Pushing hard but never low. Side by side we let it go. WFO, why freaking open, steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap, no cheap shots, no dirty taps. WFO, legends racing, friendships grow. Full send, all in, let it flow. This is WFO. It ain't just wins, it's how we stand. We lift each other hand in hand. From practice nights to final flags, we've got each other's backs. Hard racers, clean lines, sharpen steel through battle times. No ego, no shame, just honor in the name. WFO, wide freaking open, let it roll. Chasing greatness every show with the best you'll ever know. WFO, racing hard and keeping true. There's no other league like this crew. This is WFO. When the lights drop and the engines roar, this is where champions are made. WFO Racing League, wide freaking open. WFO, wide freaking open, steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap, no cheap shots, no dirty taps. WFO.
Alrighty. Welcome in, everybody. Looks like we got qualifying situated, and they are getting, I believe they're getting lined up. Maybe they already are. Let me get to the proper camera. See what we got here. There they are. They are lined up.
Yeah, it looks like the critting.
So, with that being said, go ahead and get through this lineup here. All right, so your pole sitter of tonight's race is going to be Jerry Cochran. He's going to be first. LZ Daly's going to be his outside in second place. Austin Wagner is going to be starting in third place. Benjamin Lacey will be starting in fourth. Adam Matson, the number 9, will be starting fifth. John Wimbish, winner last night, will be starting in sixth tonight. Jeff Gilmore in that 57 will be starting in 7th, with John McMillan Jr. in the 15. He'll be starting in 8th. Mike McCulley in the 81, he's going to be starting in 9th place tonight, with Ronald Hull to his outside in the 77 starting 10th. Ivan Jones in that 53 will be starting in 11th place, with Keaton Tripp to his outside in 12th. Matthew Powers in that number 20 will be starting 13th. Ricky Fagone in the number 10 will be starting 14th. Devin Haynes in the 99 will be starting 15th, with Rylan Neese to his outside in that 48 in 16th. Brandon Showers will be starting in 17th spot tonight in that 23. Mike Mitchell in the number 2 will be starting 18th. Tommy Haynes in that 17 will be starting 19th. Steve Seegers in the 16 will be starting 20th. Burt Wilson in that 70 will be starting 21st tonight. Jeff Martin will be starting 22nd. Steve Bryan will be starting 23rd in the 18. Nick Hunt in that number 60 will be starting 24th. Andrew Wagner is going to be in here tonight in that 44. He'll be starting 25th. Vern Bradley in that 14. He'll be starting in 26th place tonight. Randy Showers in the 21 will be starting 27th. I still get a kick out of this one. Daddy Glenn in that 63 will be starting in 28th. And TJ Lee will round out the field in 29th. So 29 trucks tonight.
We can't be Big Daddy. That's already taken. So you got to be a little slant on it a little bit. But you're a little written out.
We got 85 laps, 29 trucks. We'll go through the points in a little bit, because the points are in effect again tonight, and there are people on the bubble, and there are people fighting for a chance for the championship. So, pace truck's going to get out of the way, and we are going to go green here in a moment. Green, green, green. We have kicked off the final race of the regular season for the season 16 trucks for WFO Racing League. LZ Daly is going to take the top line. He's going to have Benjamin Lacey trying to push him, but they're going to fall back a little bit. Jerry Cochran is going to have Austin Wagner behind him. Austin's going to pop out. We got trucks going kind of all over the place already.
Getting the feeling it's going to be a little bit different of a racier tone. About 30 laps is what I'm told on a fuel run, so this is definitely a two-stopper. No,
we got 3 wide
saving or
already.
Driving partial throttle is going to help at this point, unless a caution comes out at a particular stage. So yeah, I think it's going to be more full throttle tonight. Be a little racier. Excited about this.
So you got Ivan coming in the chat saying good luck to everyone tonight. Ivan out there racing. Ivan currently, where is Ivan? Ivan is in 4th place currently. Gonna bounce out to the outside and try to lead the outside line. And we got Terry coming in the chat saying, hey crew, I bet it doesn't go clean and green tonight like last night. LOL 419, let's go.
That's not positive.
Well, you do have Austin and Andrew in here tonight, so you got all four. You actually got all four teammates in here tonight. So you got Austin, Andrew, Keaton, and Rylan all out here.
Why can I not get my comment box to open on YouTube? What am I not doing?
As they get situated a little bit. Here with Jerry.
Oh, there we go.
Get in here. There you see Jerry in front in that number 92. Try and work our way through the field here and look at all the trucks tonight. Look at their designs. So you got behind him, you got Adam Matson, the number 9. That orange truck we've come to know. Jeff Gilmore in that 57 Irwin Tools truck. You got Matthew Powers currently running 4th place. And Buffalo Trace. I forgot to fix that camera. Then you got Devin Haynes behind the RVs. The S&R 99. He's currently running in 5th place. He's got Ricky behind him. Ricky running that number 10 ASE. He's going to jump to the outside and try and move up some spots with that outside line. They're going to get a good push, and he's going to get a good run up there. I was going to shuffle a bunch of things up. So you got Brandon Showers up there. They're moved up to 7th place here.
And it does need a win, by the way.
Brandon running that Logitech 23. Brandon needs a win.
Brandon needs a win. He's currently 41 points out. We only have, what, 28 cars this evening, so he needs a win to advance. Vern as well. Vern is 34 points out. TJ Lee is 2 down, so he can race his way in, but Vern and Brandon both need a win to advance, as well as Junior, Stephen Bryan, Mike Mitchell, Glenn Jameson, Ivan Jones, Rylan Deese, and Austin Wright.
Well, this is a dangerous combination. Teammates on the outside line starting to work together there. The 419 team starting to line up. It's always seems to be a dangerous combination when those guys start working together with each other.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there wasn't a phone call made today going, listen, you need to be here tonight. We're definitely going to need your team participation.
So you got the 187 Southeast Motorsports. Occupied renovations, and a thank you to our troops on that truck. Let's see. We got 56. Where'd he go? There he is. John Wimbish, our winner last night, went from the back of the pack to the front to take the win. He's currently in 6th place right now, running that Red Oak 56. Ivan Jones in that mean green machine, that 53 RGC Motorsports, keeping it real. LZ Daly running that red number 6. You got Brandon Showers. We saw him already with that 23, Logitech 23. John McMillan in that 15 New South Metals. Grace Jade Photography. Sponsor of tonight also. They were sponsor of the, I forgot to say it, they were the sponsor of the grid. That is my fault. Tonight's grid was sponsored by Grace and Jade Photography. Throw that out there right now.
You had one job.
I had one job. Hey, I hit the button this time.
Yeah, baby steps. Baby steps. For anybody watching also and is wondering, Ricky Pagone, the 10 car was up behind Jeff Martin, pushed him on the outside and just decided to move in the back. I don't know if he didn't like what he saw, just got that spidey sense tingling or whatever, but he is dropped to the back. He's currently behind Burt Wilson in the back. He must have saw something maybe that spooked him or whatever, but he decided to roll in the back for a while.
So you got Andrew Wagner out here in the Coca-Cola 44, running a Christmas scheme. With the Santa Coca-Cola bear. Let's see. Ronald Hall moved up, so we missed him. Ronald Hall running the 77 Tampa Bay's truck. Tampa Bay Rays truck. Interesting. Benjamin Lacey, he's running his number 7, Filming the Wild. Once that comes out from the campers, there we go. So we got Austin. We got Mike Mitchell. And at number 2, Sim Magic truck. We got Austin and at Austin Wagner Motorsports. He's still boycotting the 419 team, but he's working with them tonight, so. You got Steve Seegers in that 16 Buc-ee's truck. Never been to a Buc-ee's. You been to a Buc-ee's?
I have not. Will not be able to see one. They, by design, do not allow trucks.
Ah.
On the property. But I haven't been to one. I would like to go check one out. I passed one in Kentucky, but haven't. No, was it Iowa? No, it was Kentucky. But haven't had a chance to stop in and see one. Heard they're pretty cool, though. Did you happen to see what happened to TJ? Or sorry, you just looked over the list.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to him. Eventually. All right, so you got Steve Bryan in the 18 Phoenix Toy Story 5 truck. Yep. Shifting around on here. You got Tommy Haynes at number 17. He's running that Little Debbie Christmas tree cake snack truck. Everybody wants that truck. I hung one of those up in my cubicle at work because we were supposed to decorate for Christmas, and that was my decoration. And I had, I don't know how many people saying, I'm going to steal that from your wall.
Yeah, for some reason, for me, he just shows as a white truck. Probably a good thing. I saw it. I probably
You got Nick Hunt in that John Deere number 60. Being blinded by the light there as they go around the corner, sun hitting off of there. Then you got Daddy Glenn in that 63 Voodoo Ranger. Austin Wagner, he's dropped back. He's now back here in the 19th spot. Right. Rylan Neese down here, these dropped back also. The whole team kind of dropped back, so I'm not sure what went on, if they decided on a different strategy or what. Because the whole team's back here now.
Yeah. Might not have liked what they saw. Thought they'd get out of it.
Because you got Ricky Fagone's back here now. Brandon Showers is back here. Mike McCulley back here. He's got a different mermaid truck tonight.
Yeah.
Fancy and blue.
Yeah.
He's trying to make it look like he's in the ocean. Under the sea. And then you got Bird Bradley. And that 14 Alienware. You got Burt Wilson. He's running. I don't know what scheme he's got tonight. We're going to have to get here in a second.
Plumbing.
3 guys plumbing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, yeah. I don't know if you're.
Family friendly, Burt. Family friendly.
I'm going to let you enunciate that one.
Is there something on the tailgate?
Oh, yeah.
Two in the sink.
If you notice the colors. Yeah.
Yeah. Two in the sink, one in the stink.
Luckily, we don't have any ethical guideline rules here at WFO.
Oh. And you got TJ Lee. He's out here running all by himself. Definitely not where he wants to be.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened or anything, and I didn't hear him call out. But yeah, he's 10 miles an hour slower out there by himself versus being in the draft.
And like we say, that's not where he wants to be because he needs the points tonight. So he's going to be hoping for a caution right now. I don't know if we can go back laps and see what happened.
Yeah, here's 2 points down. I could do that while you're. I'll go search on him and see.
Meanwhile, up here in front, you still got Jerry Cochran and Adam Matz, 1 and 2, pushing their way around. They're getting a gap between them in third place. Jeff Gilmore about 0.2 behind them. That outside line trying to push, there's not quite getting it. So you see a couple guys, they're slowly, as they get a spot open, they filter down in the inside line. Looked like I saw a truck get a little loose there in that corner. That was back here a little bit. Like LZ Daly might have been getting a little loose, getting below that yellow line, and it's causing his truck to bobble a little bit. So something to keep an eye on as they get going on through the race. We got 16 laps in currently out of 85. For those of you that are watching, if you could, make sure hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you are not already. Hit that notification bell and share this race with your friends because every view matters. Helps us get our listing up higher in the old YouTubes.
Yeah, he just lost the pack a little bit in the very beginning and then got a little bit of a run and went up high on his own a little bit when he went to slow up a little bit to cut back behind Bernie. Just timed it just right. And he was just far enough away he couldn't catch the pack. And they just pulled farther and farther away. So yeah, no damage or anything. Just unfortunately just came out of the draft. And then
that'll happen.
Yeah.
He's now he's got 32 seconds. 32 seconds between him and the last car. It's 35 seconds from the front car.
Yeah, so he's got, what lap are we on? He's got about another 8 laps. Are they catching?
Yeah, I think from what we saw last night, you start getting to about 44, 45, and that's where they're starting to pass you. So got about 10 more seconds to go. So
he's a 55, and everybody else is a 52. So about 2 or 3 seconds a lap. On a 50-second lap, 20 seconds. Yeah, about 7 or 8 laps. He's got the misses and everybody in the house doing the caution dance. Because he, like you said, he's only, what is he, 2 points below the cut line over Nick. So he needs not only to finish on the lap, he needs to finish ahead of Nick or catch a win. So. everyone else, it looks like they keep trying, but they just. Now I was gone for a little bit. It looks like. I'm wrong. It looks like they just can't get that second line, that high line, to work.
Yeah, they've been trying, and it keeps slowly falling back. So.
Yeah, one of the things the guys had mentioned is a couple people said felt to them like if you get right on somebody's bumper, it wasn't quite as fast pushing compared to having a little bit of gap between the car you're pushing, a little bit of space. So don't know that how that plays out with everyone, but that was one thing one of the drivers had mentioned that might be a little bit of a factor. Overheating's a thing also. They said if you push straight, you can push through about right around 2 laps. Then you got to start watching.
There's that camera view that I was talking with you about last night. You didn't see it, but the chat did. The digger cam.
Yeah. Let me know if you go to that. I'll throw on
that. It's only on turn 1, so I can do it next time we come around again.
Pulled up. I just showed him coming through it. Very cool.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I flipped over and I just threw back a little bit.
You can see back there, I believe that is it Tommy Haynes back there? You can see Tommy Haynes, that back pack, they're starting to lose the front pack. They're starting to get that gap in between there where they'll lose that draft from the front group, and they'll have to have their own draft creation going on to try and catch back up.
Yeah, they should have enough behind them, though. They should. Nick's going to have to break a little bit closer.
It just seems like they're falling back ever so slightly.
Back for a while, I've decided to make a little run towards the front there. 419 plus bear.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they drop back to try and maybe give a couple laps of saving fuel or something, or I don't know, because I imagine you're going to burn that saved fuel trying to get back up front again.
Well, and that's the thing. There's really no point in saving fuel the way this lays out with around to 30 laps. Depending on, plus or minus 2 or 3 laps on the 85 lap race, fuel at this point is not a factor. So they might have just dropped back to, they didn't like what they saw. Maybe they wanted to get back to the lineup and then make a run to the front and see what it does. So I'll be curious to see if they stay in tow of the second line or try to break out to a third line. See what they can do with it.
And they've caught up with TJ, so TJ's calling out he's going to move high. Let everybody by. Hopefully he can try and catch the draft and keep up with them so he doesn't fall further behind.
Yeah, he absolutely needs to get back with this group. Tuck in here. Because if there's a caution, you're going to have probably more than one person, a couple people lap down, and if he were to miss, he come around again. But he should be able to get down here. tuck it behind these guys.
And I give him credit for running a high line. I've tried running in here, and I'm not very good at racing anyways, but when I get that outside lane, I kiss the wall a lot.
Yeah, and I would be lower. I would be lower than he is. I would be a little bit lower trying to get some of that draft. Honestly, I would have been low by that first line of guys until the second line came up to start getting speed brought up where he needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be down right there behind those guys and trying to get tucked in there. Which he's down and good. I'm probably a little more aggressive than that. But yeah, I would make sure I'm down a little bit more. Tuck it and get any little bit I could. Right now he's only a lap down. Caution, they'll be right back.
Well, and unfortunately, he's fallen back from that outside line even, so.
Yeah, I would have, like I said, I would have, at this point, nobody's really racing. I would have tucked in the line there and just been around, you know. Nobody's going to get mad at it. My fear is he tries to stay out of everybody's way, get him behind, and lose the traffic. Tried to tuck in there. It should be good. I just get nervous for him there. It just didn't seem like he was coming down. I was like, get down, get down.
And see, now he's caught up to speed, and he's right up there with Bert. And there for a second, it looked like he wanted to go around because he had caught up so quick. So now he's kind of stuck where he could be working his way back up again. Or could have been maintaining higher up.
Yeah. Well, and that's why, like I said, I would have tried to tuck somewhere into that line there, at least for now, get up to speed. And, you know, nobody's really racing at this point. You know, if it was 10, 15, 20 to go, you know, maybe be a little more.
Because, I mean, there's a big gap right there between Steve Bryan and Tommy Haynes that he could have dropped into.
Yeah.
But
plus, if you're in that gap, you have a little bit of room in case you're to lose that. You still have the group behind you can tuck into. You know? Yep. I appreciate what he did, but now, you know, one little miss up, like right there, he's losing it a little bit. You know, I hate to see him lose a gap again. That's the one thing with these trucks. If you're on that very last truck there, you have to be very, very careful, right?
right.
That draft is Bert.
And if Bert gets a little squirrely and he backs off, he's out again. So
yeah.
But meanwhile, up front here, we've got Austin Wagner, Keaton Tripp pushing our way up to the front on the outside line. They've lost Ryland, but they've still got Andrew kind of running with them.
All right, we're getting pit calls. Kind of a late call, but look, it looks like everybody got down okay.
They could slow down enough. I didn't see them hitting the brakes like they did last night, so.
Yeah. That's the start of the back 30.
Yep.
So that sounds about right then. About 30 was what they said the call would be, probably.
Team 4-9's going to pit. A lot of guys are going to be coming in this time around, so this is going to be...
I've heard 10 or 11 trucks. There's 13 right there coming up, Steve.
This is going to be... It's going to be sketchy.
Oh, where'd my pit lane? I missed my pit lane mark. There it is.
No, they all managed to do it.
Yeah.
Nicely
I don't think
done.
anybody came in too hot.
Nope. I don't see any penalties, so they're all good.
Oh, you can see penalties on your screen? Oh,
On the one timing screen I have, yes. Oh, Austin just got
nice.
a black flag, so I'm not sure what happened there.
I saw Ricky Q up. I don't know if he's coming in the pit. Yep, we're getting some more calls from some more guys. Looks like, was it just the three of them, right? Came in on that one?
No, there was a group of 4 that came in behind them, so.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yep, you got, looks like Vern and Ivan came in on that one.
I'm on the wrong view for that. I had it too close on the camera, so like. Ivan, Ricky, Mitchell, Jeff Martin, Stephen Bryan, TJ Lee.
No, it wasn't Vern. Vern's still out. So you got Daddy Glenn, Mike McCulley, Vern Bradley, and Burt Wilson and grouped up here. They're leading it right now.
Huh. Let's call somebody. Benjamin, Mike, Ivan, TJ, Stephen Bryan. Did I say Vern?
I said Vern.
Oh.
I thought it was Vern, but it wasn't Vern. Vern's coming in now. So that group of 4 is coming in together. Once they get back around, that's going to put these guys back out front. Now there's some gaps now between everybody, so this is going to mix things up. Jeff Gilmore squeezing to the outside, getting out of the way because I don't know if he felt like he's being pinched or whatnot, but he's moved out and let these guys go around, and I imagine he's going to drop back down.
Oh, that's not good.
So moving through after the pits now. You got Austin is way back because he had to serve that penalty. So he's running out there all alone right now. We'll go ahead and run through the lineup. So we got 92 in front. Adam Matz is going to be second. John McMillan is going to be third. Brandon Showers fourth. LZ Daly is fifth. Jeff Gilmore is sixth. Keaton Tripp is running in seventh. Ricky Fagone is back here in this next grouping. They're about a second and a half behind. So Ricky is running eighth. Benjamin Lacey is ninth. Matthew Powers 10th. Steve Seegers is going to be 11th. John Wimbish is going to be 12th. Nick Hunt 13th. Devin Haynes is going to be 14th. Andrew Wagner is going to be 15th. Then you've got a gap again, about a second and a half gap. And you got Mike McCulley, Daddy Glenn, Vern Bradley, Burt Wilson, and then you got about a 0.2 gap. You know, never mind, he caught up with them. So you got Mike Mitchell coming up with them. Ivan Jones in there. Mike's getting a little wobbly there. Ronald Hall ducks out to the outside to try and avoid being into the back end to Ivan there. You got Mike Mitchell is in 20th. Ronald Hull is now 21st. Ivan Jones 22nd. Rylan Neese is going to be 23rd. Tommy Haynes 24th. Stephen Bryan is back here. He's out here running all by himself. Also, he's running in 25th. You got Jeff Martin back here in 26th. You got Austin Wagner out here. He's all alone in 27th, and TJ Lee. He's running with the group, but he's a lap down still, and he's in 28th. So he's still hoping for that caution.
Yeah, he's not out of this yet.
We got teammates out there right now working that front. They've been holding it pretty much the entire race.
Another thing to be aware of as well is now that Austin is going a lap down, now TJ has to stay with that group, and Austin, I would imagine, might tuck down into this front group. No,
I think Austin's kind of a little too slow to tuck in.
Grabbed. They're gonna. Well,
his teammate's going to come up and push him
to help bring him down. So now Austin is first car one lap down. So he'll be first eligible for if caution comes out.
The story of TJ Lee this season has been a series of unfortunate events for him. He's been kind of a magnet for incidents.
Yeah, I will tell you, everybody has those seasons. They're frustrating as hell. Try to do, you just get caught up.
Well, and that's the thing. The times where he's done good, but then he ends up getting caught in incidents all the time. So then he ends up not doing so great. But being the fact that he's still in the chase for the championship, he's managed to maintain good enough to hold on to that spot. So hopefully the luck will work on his side and he can get some things worked out and maintain his position.
Yeah, he needs to either win it, he's going to have to gain some spots, or one of the sixth through 11th, Michael McCulley, LZ Daly, Ricky McGowan, Bert Wilson, Tommy Haynes, or Nick Hunt has a problem for damage in a wreck where he's able to come around and points that way. Right now is not a good spot for him, but he needs to get on the lead lap and or have one of those guys have a pretty much a terminal issue. But we're still at lap 37, so we're not even quite halfway through yet. So. Everybody at this point is still has a shot who can't possibly have a shot. I'm not sure what I think the top 5 are locked. What's the top 5? Let's see.
This front pack, it's 7 trucks. Then you got the next pack.
Refresh me. 7 races, 8 races. How many to qualify for this
7
championship? Okay, so here's another wrench in the works. Benjamin Lacey is currently 13th in points, but has a win. And 7 starts coming into today. So he will also be moved up. So technically, Tommy, or TJ, who's 12th on the bubble, I guess, if you would, is technically out because Benjamin has more points, right?
Correct.
TJ has more points.
Correct.
So, sorry, TJ. Even when words news, I'm just talking about up and down season he's had. Yeah, I just realized that. So Benjamin's guaranteed in because of the win. So.
Yep. So yeah, so what I see, we got the drivers that are locked in. You got Adam Matz, Keaton Tripp, Jerry Cochran, John Wimbish, Richard Holland, which I don't think Richard's here tonight.
No, he's not.
So Richard's not here tonight. and Benjamin Lacey. So those 6 drivers are locked in. Then you got Mike McCulley. As long as he finishes 20th place or above, he'll be locked in. LZ Daly needs to finish 15th or above, and he's locked in. And Ricky, if he finishes 10th or above, he'll be locked in. Then you got Burt Wilson, Tommy Haynes, Nick Hunt, and TJ Lee are kind of in the mix of who's going to be where.
Must finish well.
Yes.
If not win, must finish. At least in front of Weber's, just in front of him. Like Tommy Haynes
Go ahead and put that up
only
for you
needs
guys.
2 positions better than Burt. Burt needs to, Ricky's got to be top 10. But Nick Hunt is 6 behind Tommy, so he needs to finish 5 spots ahead of him. I don't know how it works on the tie-in.
I'm not sure how they do the ties.
Ties a lot of times, or then it goes to like top 5, top 10s. I believe.
Yeah, so TJ needs to be 3 spots in front of Nick.
TJ and Tommy have fallen out from that group in front as well. They're now a 2-truck team, which is not good. About half the 10 of the 7 picks slow. Back. Tommy's another one, just like TJ. He can't afford. He needs to be farther forward.
Well, and I'm so I'm looking at the actual truck points, and I think something is not quite right there. So what I'm seeing is Tommy Haynes is actually 12th. And he's behind TJ Lee. And he's 15 points behind them.
That's a book last week, so yeah, I wonder if that's
It must be
and that's a 15-point difference between Tommy and TJ as well.
Right. So Tommy's technically flipped around there, and Tommy's 12th and TJ Lee is 11th, but because of Benjamin Lacey being up there, that actually bumps TJ back to 12th again. So TJ is technically in.
TJ's 12 because of the Benjamin Lacey. Tommy's 13. TJ
Correct.
technically is in.
So yeah, so TJ is
If
technically in.
nothing else changes, yeah.
Because Tommy drops out of that points list.
And Tommy's 15 points behind TJ.
Yeah.
So he has to finish significantly better.
Which right now he is, I think. Where's he at? Tommy.
Yeah, because Tommy's listed as.
Tommy's only 24th, so.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be enough to bump TJ out. So.
No.
As it stands, so
if TJ
that
just
actually
holds
works
Tommy
in
back
TJ's
there,
favor.
if TJ rides the brake a little and keeps him away from the group, that's it. I'm not saying that's what he's doing. I'm saying the possibility. If I was a crew chief, at number 34, I'd be like, hey, just FYI, this is the finishing order you advance.
Yeah, so this is really Tommy Haynes' race to fight for them.
Yeah. here's the thing. If we're correct, and I believe we are based off the points, and Adam just had that backwards, I very well might be thinking the same thing. Hey, as long as I keep TJ with me, he's not going to come around me. I'm still locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So somebody needs to let Tommy know that he needs to get, he needs to move up.
Yeah, I think what Adam put together, or something, it doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, something didn't add up right. So
Championship implications. Yeah, no, I'm glad you looked at that, because yeah, I started looking, it's like, yeah, wait a minute, this math isn't mathing.
So yeah, so that's actually incorrect. And if somebody in the chat knows Tommy, they might want to go let him know.
Drop the hammer, haul ass, because you are not in the spot you think you are.
You are not safe. I repeat, you are not safe.
Yeah, that's make sure we are on truck.
So far, yes, that is correct.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at to make sure it's
So Brandon's managed to move his way out to the front. He's got Austin in front of him. Austin is a lap down. Well, Austin is no longer a lap down, but he's going to be if he gets out of this line. So he's maintaining that back. So as it stands right now, if there's a caution, TJ Lee is back in the option of getting that waiver out. As long as Austin stays out in front of Brandon.
yeah.
Running through right now. So Brandon Showers is your leader. Jerry Cochran is in second place. Adam Matt's third. John McMillan is fourth. LZ Daly is currently running fifth. Keaton Tripp is sixth. Jeff Gilmore seventh. Matthew Powers is eighth. John Wimbish ninth. And Devin Haynes is going to round out your top 10. There goes teammates. Going to the outside, trying to make a push to get around the leaders. Around the leader.
Do you have your
Maybe.
No, yeah. No, I forget there's a delay on the YouTube.
Oh. Yeah, so you got Adam Matz, Jerry Cochran, and John McMillan running together. Those guys are teammates. I can't remember if Jeff Gilmore is a part of that team too or not. But as they're running right now, they definitely are. 4 of them have teamed up. They're pushing an outside line to try and get out around and in front.
Right now in their room it just shows Adam, Jerry, and John.
Okay. Those three dropped down and left Jeff hanging out by himself. So he's gonna fall back.
Sorry. I like the TB3. The TB3 camera angle seems to work pretty good for me. I'm trying different cameras, as you talk about trying different cameras, although mine options are so much more limited. Just trying to find one that gives a good, because I'm not necessarily trying to focus on one, right? I'm trying to get the best sort of overview in case something happens type of thing. So that second group is, they were 4/10 faster across the start finish line. So they are all grouped up in a line, organized it looks like, and they are catching that front group. At least the last lap, they were a 52.520 to a 52.9.
I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it looked like Brandon. So Brandon was in there between Keaton and Austin, and he just kind of squeezed out and got out of their way, let them group up, and now he's stuck all by himself in between the two groups. So
yeah,
not sure if he didn't like the way Keaton was pushing, and he's like, "Here, I'll let you go around, and you can go up there," or what exactly. There, he's worked his way back up, catching right back up to them guys. So gonna try and help push that outside line to make a run. For the most part, it looks like everybody's been split into 4 groups now. There's somebody coming out of the pits, it looks like.
Oh, that was
Ronald Hall.
Oh yeah.
That outside line making a push. They're going to get ready to probably keep pushing and drop down in front of the leaders again. And there goes Austin. He's going to leave his partner up there. Jerry's going to tuck in the back of him and say, "Look, looky here. You're going to drop in front of me. You better go."
Yeah, and you're going to see pit stops here coming up as well. There's a couple laps or so. We should start hearing that call out here next couple laps.
He almost had enough to get in and drop down in front, but not quite.
Yeah, Keaton and Brandon, if anything, they might drop to the back just to get in line, maybe, if they're talking and plotting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be everybody's kind of waiting on everybody to see who's going to go into the pits when.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Nobody's wanting to be that first one.
But yeah, and I'm pretty sure Austin's the one coming about Keaton.
And I'm not sure if Austin's dropping down there to try and slow up the inside line to try and get them guys up front, or if he's actually just trying to stay out in front.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I could see both ways there. I could see him trying to slow the inside line down and let the top 2 guys get in front and get down, so that way they can get prepared for pits.
And then did kind of look like it, right? If you see how Adam was able to get right up on him, a couple guys behind. But Adam and Terry, and then a couple
And
guys had to sort of dip out of
that
the
whole
way.
inside line is
Almost
regrouped
fast.
up again now, so there's Keaton. So Keaton got up there and got dropped down, which is going to leave Brandon out there all by himself, and can't imagine he's too pleased about that.
Yeah, he's going to want to work. I haven't heard any call-outs yet, so that probably means they probably have to do those laps. Typically, most guys call it out by turn 3. It just is a courtesy. It just is a driver courtesy. Of course, sometimes it's into turn 4, so.
I would say with those 4 running together, coming into the pits at the same time like that, I'm thinking they are working together as a team, and I realize that one guy's not in there with them, but he seems to be, if he's not a part of their team, he seems to be working with them pretty well.
He will be now. They will be more than happy to welcome him into the group, at least for the next foreseeable laps. Brandon also, by the way, was able to get tucked in. He's in line now. Fourth truck in that group, so he didn't get struck too bad.
See, I thought I heard Elsie call out that he was pitting, and he just went to the outside, so I'm not... They're just going to squeeze through, and that was luck.
Yeah. Did everybody get woed down? Elsie looked like he might have come in a little hot, but he still might be all right.
Those look like everybody is okay on that entry.
Do they call it out right away, or do they have to get another pit? You see that come up?
I think it usually pops up on my thing right away when they get it, so.
Ooh, and who was that? Austin. They still have problems. Austin's probably going to lose this group more likely. Slid past it a bit and then had to back up. Reversed a little bit too much, so. He's going to be on his own here.
I don't know who that is, but it's like they must have just tagged the wall. 187 maybe?
187, that's checkpoint.
So we still got the teammates of Vern, Bert, Mike, and Daddy Glenn out there.
Yeah, Jeff came in, just sort of locked up the tires a little bit and got lucky, did not hit the wall.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell from the angle that I saw it, so I wasn't sure if he caught it or not, but
Oh, it was close. It was close. He could have reached out and touched the wall inside the car, inside the truck.
and we've got a caution, and that's going to mix some things up here.
Out.
Looks like maybe the 4 and the 18.
Elsie, was that Elsie Daly get loose or something? Was that on pit road? Oh, Stephen Bryan.
Let's see. Previous crash. Oh! Looks like
he's in the crash.
guys.
Something happened.
So 18 spun, got hit from behind.
Yeah, he got loose, got into the grass.
Was
Okay. And then okay, I see. So he had gotten loose going in the grass and came up onto the apron. And as Matthew Powers
Those
and
Matthew
Brandon
coming.
Showers were coming out of the pits, they were at full speed coming out of the pits. And he was nowhere near speed, but still in the lane there. And he just kind of had nowhere to go. He probably should have been a little bit lower to give those guys space to come out. He was nowhere at speed and was just in the lane, in the drive off lane from the pit. And Matthew just had nowhere to go and caught him.
Yep.
Matthew's got some damage. It doesn't look too bad according to the camera view. Might not be too horrible. In fact, he looks like he stayed out, at least on this lap.
Alrighty, well, on this restart, once they get things situated and guys get back in here, you've got groups of guys at different, so the first 4 are going to have 5 laps on their tires, and everybody else is going to have less than that, with the exception of Ronald Hall, who has 10. So on this restart, once they get situated, you're going to have Jeff Gilmore starting off in first spot, Jerry Cochran second, Adam Matz will be third, John McMillan fourth, Keaton Tripp will be fifth, Brandon Showers sixth, Andrew Wagner in seventh, John Wimbish eighth, Devin Haynes in ninth, and Rick Fagone has managed to get his way back up into the top 10 now. So a little bit of a shuffle after that caution.
Everybody had already pitted, right? Before that came out. That was the last one coming out.
No, Mike McCulley, Bert, Glenn, and Vern were still out when that caution happened. I think they were getting ready to come in, and they ended up having to go another lap around because the pit was closed, I think. Getting everything situated. See some of the drivers shifting around there. They're still trying to find their proper spots.
Yeah, that left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars a lap down. Looks like.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I would have thought Ivan would have got a wave around, but for some reason he didn't. Although I did hear that he sounded like he might have got hit, so maybe that's why he didn't get the wave around.
Well, that'll just affect the lucky dog, not the wave around. But if there's cars in front of you,
that's what I meant.
You have
the
to
lucky
be, yeah, you have to be in front of the first place truck to get the wave around. If you're back a little bit,
All right, so you got the 20 of Matthew Powers. He's coming on up quick here. So He might be able to catch up with these guys before they get up to full speed on the green flag. So they're going green. It does look like he's going to manage to catch up here and catch these guys. So maybe not. Maybe not.
Close. It's done. No, because they're both the same speed right now. So he's going to be just.
He just missed it.
Just shot, yeah. And that very well could have been, he might have been just a little slow on getting up to speed to come around the pace car. He didn't miss it by much. It's unfortunate it wasn't by much.
All right, we got 20 laps to go. We got one caution so far tonight. We got the teammates running on the inside line. Brandon Showers running the outside with John Wimbish. Mike McCulley's up there, Daddy Glenn and Bert Wilson up there on the outside line. Yeah, and as a not very good driver, being in the races and you get in the back there like that and you try and hold on to that, draft and just watch them just drive away is very, very disheartening.
It's very frustrating because you'll try to be as perfect as you can and be smooth and try to hope you just get just a little bit of the draft. And, you know, please, somebody in the back go too wide. Something to slow down. It's very frustrating.
It's a little interesting thing we got going on here. We've got an outside line foreman. They kind of left Brandon Showers hanging along, and Brandon's finally caught up to a group, but they're way back. So Austin's kind of swinging around out there trying to figure out which line he wants to run with, but not really many people behind him.
Yeah, you got Nick Hunt, LZ Daly, Tommy Haynes here. They're all in a team together. And Steve Seegers, I believe, is in that group as well. You got them behind Michael there on the outside. Oh, John Wimbish was in that room as well. I'm not sure who Devin 99 is. Last night's winner.
99's Devin Haynes.
Okay.
John is up in where did he
place.
go? Yeah, there he is, 6th place.
6th place, P6.
That team though on the inside line, that's gonna be the people you're gonna have to try and beat tonight. Unless something happens or a caution, or we do see some guys getting squirrely there. Not sure if they're getting squirrely or if they're trying to get air, but definitely some shifting going on.
We're at that point we talked about last night, right? Coming up on lap 7, 15 to go. It's been nice and courteous up to this point. Now it's time to, okay, now we're pretty much to the point of, shit or get off the pot. It's no time to be sitting around now in the back. If you got your crew together, you're gonna try to make something happen, especially because there's still a lot of cars out here on the lead lap. It's 3 wide, so it's starting to get to the point where now you're gonna make slightly more questionable decisions. Take a little more chance. Shouldn't say questionable decision, but you're gonna take a little more chance to try to get somewhere close to the guys in the back might be trying to look, okay, do I want to, the outside has to come as fast as the bottom, but 5 try and get a little something, try and get up to that way closer towards the front. Lots of decisions and calculations going on in the driver's heads right now, especially in the back, trying to figure out which way they want to go, who do they want to push. which line do they think is going to work?
We saw Jerry jump up to that second line. That second line was making one heck of a run on a couple laps ago, and Jerry jumped up, got in front of him, slowed him down a little bit, but then they gained momentum again, and he dropped down there with Junior Harville. I think it was Junior, wasn't it? No, it was Devin Haynes. Dropped down with Devin Haynes.
That's also sketchy too. I hate running in the middle. Oh, got somebody wrecking in the back.
Nope, we got a caution.
LZ Daly. Looks like he's in it. I'm not thinking about that.
So let's look and see. Previous crash.
Ronald Hall fighting for the same spot there.
All right, let's go to the chase.
I would tell you, you might like bar chase. Yeah. But yeah, it's. Yeah, that's the funny part with this. LZ moved down some, Ronald came up. Depending on which truck you're in, it looks like the other guy did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, just, you know, and 3 wide, the wind's pushing you all around a little bit. The trucks are a little edgy. I don't know if I necessarily see anything specific, for me at least.
Yeah, it was just. I think looking at it, you know, if it was my call, you know, it sounded like LZ took the call, but oh, that is weird when you jump to their vehicle. How it does look like it's the other guy.
It's the other person, right? Yeah, so that's what you got to look at. You know, and that's the thing. LZ came down a little bit, but then he corrected up, so he sort of held his line. And then same though as well with Ronald. Ronald sort of, you watch his truck versus the, you know, on the line, he was pretty much following the line too. So yeah, see, that's like I said, it's. He does come up some, but then LZ comes down some. So to me, that's just what I would call a racing incident, right?
Yep.
No fault. Just you know, and that's the thing too to remember. Also, a lot audience can't hear it, but from what we heard, you know, that's a teammate calling out. It just happens. You know what I mean? So you always got to take that in consideration too when you hear some drivers trying to help others. But yeah, to me that looks just racing, just, you know, hard racing. That's one thing I've learned over the years is there's not necessarily one person at fault. Sometimes it's just part of how this works. You know, sometimes you have no net code issues and stuff like that. But yeah, I would have a hard time assessing one versus the other. All right, we have nobody's going to come in short of unless somebody needs damage fixed. That brought around, that should bring around Ivan, right? Is he next up for the lucky dog?
I am showing, yeah, Ivan is the last one on the lap down, or the first one on lap down. So
I will. Here's what I would do.
pending pending he didn't get hit,
Yeah, if he didn't touch anybody.
which it sounded like he did, because he called out. He called out on the radio, "Sorry, getting in the back of you."
Oh.
So he might not get it then. Now, if he doesn't, now if he's the person to get it, and he
If it's
does it drop?
If it's after the caution's out and it's a couple seconds later, it might have been all right. It looks like he's set up on the bottom, maybe to get ready to roll around. I wonder if he thinks he is a lucky dog. If it wasn't him, it would then be Jeff. Mark. Yeah. Huh.
Doesn't look like anybody got it.
Somebody should have gotten it.
Tonight's unlucky dog. Yeah, because they would have been waved around already if that was the case. So, unless Elsie got it. No, Elsie was in the incident. He wouldn't have got
Elsie
it. So
was in it, so
yeah.
that would have been.
Never mind. All right, so we are going to get restarted here. So we're going to have Brandon Showers in front, Rylan Neese second, Jerry Cochran third, Burt Wilson will be fourth, Devin Haynes fifth, Mike McCulley sixth, John McMillian Jr. in seventh, Andrew Wagner eighth, Jeff Gilmore will be ninth, and Vern Bradley is going to be your 10th spot. We're going to have 10 laps to go when we kick this back off. You think Austin got lucky dog? Oh, yeah, I did hear them say something about that, I guess.
Oh, Austin did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 10 laps to go here. Nice little trophy dash here for the win.
They're going to group up, get tight, come to the start. And we're going to go green. 10 laps to go. The outside line looked like they didn't get quite the jump that they wanted. Loyal's getting back up there with them, so not too much lost. Although I'm sure Brandon's nice and happy knowing who he's got behind him pushing, because that is quite the crew he's got. So
yeah.
And that's going to make that inside line hard to get around. But there they did it. Looked like Andrew just blinked out there for a second right in front of Vern. Almost took Vern out.
Yeah, but now you have Michael behind Vern.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, on my screen, they literally went into each other.
Yeah,
It's the weirdest thing.
I think that was because he blinked right before that. So let's rewind that back. Pause that. Go far chase. Get up here with Vern. Let's see, Vern 14. nose.
I will tell you, Vern barely touched him. I'm in Vern's cockpit view and I watched it. He didn't. Barely touched him. He was a little off center, but not much. I would have to give him that loose. Ivan. Is Ivan clean? Did anybody touch Ivan? He should be next, I believe.
I think he just got sandwiched in there. He got sandwiched between Vern and McCulley, and it just kind of spit him out.
Yeah.
Looking at it
No,
like
he
that.
got a little loose when Vern pushed him, but I don't think Vern didn't push him in such a way that he shouldn't have gotten that loose. You know what I mean? He might have just, that might have been the exact moment he had a little bit of left wheel in it because he was a little wobbly anyhow, and that just helped unload the rear end just a little bit. Yeah, so that should put Ivan up. That'll still leave one.
It was weird how he went checked through him though like that.
Yeah, did you see that? That was odd.
Well, I know like right before that he had blinked out.
Yeah, iRacing wasn't 100% sure what to do with that.
So if you go here with 14. Let's see. Did it already happen?
Oh, you're good there, yeah.
You see him blink out right there. He came back out and then popped right back in front of Vern with his nose on that one. That is not what you want to see.
Yeah.
And I don't know if his with the popping out like that, if it didn't like it or what exactly was going on with it, but
Yeah, like I said, you know, I got Vert's cockpit view, and it wouldn't be anything I would think would necessarily upset the truck. He's pretty square there. And then he came down a little bit, but that initial hit that looked like it hit square looked like it sort of floated him a little to the left and got him. Yeah, it's really weird. And I've never seen it before where a car sort of rolls through another one like that either. It sort of goes through it. That was interesting. So, you know, as you can see, Ivan's creeping up there. He was creeping up there till he got the go around, I think, or waiting to it. That's what I was going to say. If I'm in a super speedway like this, I'm not going to wait till I get the sign to go up. I'm going to go all the way up and float right by the pace car. So as soon as I get that green, I'm going. After seeing how hard it is to get around that time when he's obviously made it around and caught the back of the group.
unfortunately that incident, Andrew's car is too damaged, will not be returning. Ronald Hall is already out. So we've got 26 cars or trucks in here yet. 4 of them lapped down still, so here it's saying that 44 had some quality drop and went through the 63 also.
Okay, well that explains it then. That makes sense.
All right, so on this restart, with 6 laps to go, be 5 when they cross the line. You got Rylan Neese in front. Burt Wilson is in second. Rylan needs a win in order to be in, correct? I believe that's what we said.
Neese, yes.
As does Burt, I think.
No, Burt is 9th in points.
Oh, Burt's already in. Okay.
He's +7. So if he can hold up there, well, he's not locked, but if he can hold up there,
he's in a good spot.
He's +7 to, yeah, so he'll be good there.
All right, so you got Rylan Neese is going to start first, Burt Wilson in second, Brandon Showers third, Mike McCulley fourth, Jerry Cochran in fifth, Devin Haynes sixth, Benjamin Lacey will be seventh, Nick Hunt will be starting in eighth, John Wimbish ninth, and Matthew Powers is going to round out the top 10 this time around. Pace truck is going to drop down. Ivan's got a trophy. Green, 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 and we're going to take off. Once they cross that start finish, we're going to have 5 laps left to go. Rylan and Brandon pushing on the inside. Burt and Mike pushing on the outside. Thought we were going to see Burt up here last night. He ran out of fuel right as they got around the last corner. So don't think that's going to happen again tonight.
A little less flow, not the heavy flow that he was running on. With a light flow.
Gonna need a lot of help to get back up there because that inside line again is making that good push.
Yeah, you really need 3 good trucks. There are 3 trucks in good line to really, so 99 stable 9 line right off the
So it looks like they're starting to get in there and starting to hold each other a little bit more now. So. Yep. Mike Mitchell bouncing out to the outside there. He's going to make it 4 wide. 3 wide. Sorry. 3 wide. Rylan Neese trying to outrun everybody at the moment.
That big gap Keaton had is going to help that outside line too.
Oh, slip that hole right there.
Hey.
Oh, must.
Oh, I thought it was the same. Oh, it got worse in the back.
All right, so these guys are going to race back to the line. Let's take a look and see what happened there.
I'm not sure what happened in the very back.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Elsie or Nick?
Ivan was upside down. Ivan was upside down.
No, I think it was just a matter of checkup.
That took a lot of guys.
Yeah.
That was not favorable for a lot of guys.
Ivan, and Ivan just got his lap back too, didn't he?
Yep, he did.
Good job.
We had the 60 broke loose, got hit by the 20, slid down to the inside, and then they checked up, and then it just chaos from there.
Yeah.
Go slow-mo there. You see, if it was a little bit sooner, he would have taken out 7, who is Benjamin Lacey, but there's just enough of a gap there for him to slide down. And John Wimbish slams on the brakes, and that caused a checkup incident behind. And you just see everybody just kind of going all over the place there.
Yeah, at that point, it's just a scramble and hope that you get through it.
Yeah. And Nick was loose on the inside, so he slid back up and got hit by Glenn. And so let's see, that took out Glenn, Nick Hunt. Looks like Steve Seegers and Ivan Jones somehow got black flags. I'm not sure how you get a black flag when you're upside down, but, you know, rewind that and go riding with Ivan here.
And they didn't go through the pits or anything. We were past that point, so that's odd that we're getting black flag.
See, Vern checked up, caught Ivan coming to the outside, caught the wall, and then I think, yeah, then there's just a pile up, mash up, and then Ivan's up and over and doing the underside inspection on that one.
I'm actually re-looking to see what caused it here specifically, or did you look at that already? Well,
I mean,
it looks like the 63 actually got into Matthew that got into Nick. 63 bumped him a little bit. Matthew Powers bumped Nick a little bit. I don't know if anybody's behind.
that was a chain reaction bump for sure because,
Yeah.
So 20 got in, you know, I don't know if, I didn't see if Glenn got into the back of 20, but 20 definitely got in the back of Nick, and Glenn checked up, and that caused all of it behind him.
Glenn got into Matthew a little bit. Matthew got into 20 a little bit. Again, to me, racing deal. You know what I mean? That's everybody's, you're pushing, you got how many laps to go. Yeah. I don't know where you can actually put fault on that necessarily.
Yeah, I don't really have a good side view of that either.
Yeah, it's just like I said, if you look from like far chase out or off of Glenn, he just gets into Matthew just a little bit.
Yep.
Matthew pulled out a little bit. Then Matthew then bumped him forward a little bit, and maybe pulled back a little bit. So that's, it's all part of less than 5 to go at Talladega. You're gonna,
Right. Right.
You're gonna be. That's just a factor of what this racing is.
Yep. You see 60 kind of kick out, 20 slows down, Glenn gets in the back of him, bumps into the 20 gets in the back of the 60. Then with the checkup of Glenn, that just checks up everybody behind him, and that's just the chaos behind.
And that was just the after a secondary effect of what happened in front. So
Yep.
yeah. Again, I don't know if I see anything that was said that's particularly at fault. It's just.
I'm still interested to find out how Ivan got a black flag.
Ivan got a black flag?
Yeah, Ivan got a black flag. His truck is upside down. Oh, there's back on the wheels.
I'll tell you how he came in. Wait, let me see. Okay, he came into the pits. He must have been looking at something in his black box and rolled off into the grass as he was running down pit road. and came back on pit road and then locked up the brakes on pit road.
All right,
I think that's where he got the black flag from pit road and stuff.
So on this restart, we got Rylan Neese 1, Burt Wilson 2, Brandon Showers 3, Mike McCauley 4, Jerry Cochran 5, Devin Haynes 6, Benjamin Lacey 7, Matthew Powers 8, John Wimbish 9, Ricky Fagone 10. There are 3 laps to go. It's going to go green, white, checker. Green, green, green. The inside line had a good push again on the beginning, but that outside line, it looks like they're trying to work together to get something going. We'll see if they got enough to make it work.
Yeah, if the 99 can get behind McCauley, stay right on his tail, and Mike can get behind Burt. That's all what it is, right?
Yep.
How these races, they got to stay together. Whoever can stay the tightest is going to do. It's going to do that.
All right, we got 1 to go. This is it for all the marbles. Who's going to hold on to it? Who's going to fall off? It looks like the outside line is not pushing very well. 99 dropped down to the inside line. They're going to get a third line going. Never mind. Third line says never mind. Second line pushing and making a difference here. You got trucks everywhere.
Yeah, if Jerry and John had got together, they might have got the guys back. I think it was over the line.
So according to my counts, it looks like Rylan got first, Brandon got second, and Jerry Cochran got third.
Rylan's first win. Well, okay. Here's something to add to it. This is also Rylan's 7th race. It's now losing in the playoffs, correct?
Which would then bump TJ out.
Kick somebody else out, yeah. Was it TJ? Where did Nick finish? Because he got caught up in that, and did he finish? Okay?
Nick was 25th. TJ is 19th.
6 spots.
So is that enough to take over? And bump
TJ
Nick
and Nick
out.
was a 4-point swing. Nick was up 2, TJ was down 2. So that should be enough to.
So that should be enough then?
Yes. Yeah, Nick was 2 points ahead of TJ, and he 6 spots. So TJ, that should put TJ up by 4, right? My math is mathing correctly.
All right. Well,
The big question is, where did Tommy finish? Tommy didn't make it then, right? No, he wouldn't have.
I don't
'cause
think
he was
so, no.
12th coming in. So he's already kicked out by now Ryland and also Benjamin.
yes. Yep.
So that'll kick out Nick and Tommy. TJ makes it in because TJ was 10th now. And then Benjamin would be 13th, just probably, I'm assuming, due to points, and Ryland is Benjamin
All right.
11th.
Well,
Riley
we
12th.
have our third place driver here already.
Oh,
He's ready
wow.
to go.
All right.
He's ready to go. Jerry Cochran, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, sir, it was not a wacky. It was a nail-biting end to that race. A lot of shifting around, a lot of changes, and looks like you managed to skate through and get back up there and hold on to that. I mean, you were battling quite a ways through this, leading out front, and you maintained. So, I mean, good job there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you couldn't. Your team kind of fell off in those incidents and stuff. So you ended up getting split up with them guys. But I think 2 cautions ago, you guys were all together and looking like you were gonna dominate the rest of the race.
Yeah, I had a wild idea of moving up and blocking Devin and trying to get J-Mac to get up on the inside of me, and we just block up the whole front row. But it was too soon, and it just didn't work out that way. But like you said, we had a good time. We was able to stay clean and pick some good moves, and just really the qualifying is what really got us there, man. And just working together through that first pit stop and being able to stay together and work together there on that second run. And I thought we was gonna break away from that other pack and and be sitting pretty good. And then we had that caution, and it just kind of changed everything. But yeah, I missed restrictor plate racing. We had a good night. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it looked like if John had been able to hook behind you, it looked like you guys might have given it a run on the outside there.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought we was going to be able to do something and just try to block up that front row, but I think we still had like 12, 13 to go, and that's what I told them. That was my mess up. We should have just stayed together on the bottom like we were and not even tried that and kind of see, what worked out. But at the same time, I was scared of getting shuffled back too. So I was just trying to, being that close to the end, I was just trying to do what we could to, stay up there and keep any kind of track position we had.
Well, I mean, you started in first. You and your team ran most of the race up front, and you maintained and got third out of that. So, I mean, with the way things happened there at the end and the way all the stuff shuffled around and that caution that happened during the pitting that you guys were doing, and you can't complain about third place here. And with the way everything went,
sure.
I mean, did pretty good. So
yeah, no complaints here. Like I said, we'll take that any day of the week. It sucks to run up front all night long and not get it, but I mean it's restrictor plate racing, so I'm just glad that we finished in the top 5. So it worked out good for us.
was there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight?
That also moves you into second place, I think, on the season.
Well, and that's what me and Adam was talking about. Because I was like, I think 12 off of Keaton coming in, and I think it was like 11 points or something, 12 points difference maybe there.
Eaton finished 15th, so you gained
Okay.
12 points on him.
It'd be interesting to see where we end up in. Yeah, well, it'll be close.
That actually ties you. Which
he probably gets it with the wins though.
Yeah. One more spot.
Yeah, it's all good though, man. We'll take it. So
the points are already updated, and it looks like you're second.
Oh, nice, good.
Oh, it
yeah,
changed them. Okay.
Right on. Oh, y'all just make my night. Thank you, fellas. Nah, but thanks to everybody at WFO, everything McCauley does, Vern does, everything you guys do in the booth, especially with the addition to John. I really enjoy listening to both of you guys work together and call the race. Thanks to New South Metals, all the guys back at the shop, Grayson J Photography, Nick at Splash and Go, the whole team, Third Wave, Adam, Ray, J-Mac, and Mr. Steve Brody and my dad, if they're out there watching, and of course my wife. She's the one that pushes all this and keeps us going. So.
All right. Well, absolutely.
Congrats on the finish, man, and grabbing second place for the season. Now, unfortunately, in 2 weeks, everybody is even.
Yeah. We'll start.
It was a good run. I mean, for as consistent as Adam was this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. And he's always been like that, man. Even the other leagues we've run, he's always been Mr. Consistency or qualifying on the front row. So yeah, good for Adam. He's very tough, and I've learned a lot from Adam. I enjoy Adam being on the team.
Well, I'll tell you, Jerry, the only thing I think that kept you from winning the season is you're one race down from everyone else.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I put my boys to bed every night around 7:45, and by 8:30 they're out. Well, that one race I missed, man, I was pretty tired, and I ended up laying down with my two boys, and I woke up, it was like 11:30, and I was like, "Daggone, man."
Yeah, that's where you should have been. So that's where you should have been. So
Yeah,
that's
I agree. They're only little once, so I'll take that.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But
Enjoy this time because then they start. The old adage is, you spend all this time teaching them how to walk and talk, and then the first couple of years, and the next 10, you're trying to tell them to sit down and shut the hell up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
we
if you
we
look
got
at your
a school,
stats, you have the best stats on the season. 1 win, 7 top 5s, 9 top 10s out of 9
nice.
races.
All
It's
right, nice.
great season. It's just the
Well,
one
thank you.
race I think is the only thing keeping you from grabbing this year's championship.
Well,
But
we're gonna have to find a little bit more speed to take care of Keaton. He's last handful of races, so we definitely gonna put some time in and see if we can find that little bit here and there that we need.
yeah, you
But
can't discount. He's been quietly moving up here to take the third spot. But like you
yeah,
said, the
he's
big
tough.
thing is the 5 wins. That's what grabs your
Yeah.
attention, right?
Oh yeah,
So,
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
but
Hey,
yeah,
but
good run,
thank you
man.
guys, man. Yeah, man. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Let's see. Next up, we got that man right here. Brandon Showers, do you got a copy?
Yes, I do, guys. How you guys doing?
Not too
What's up,
bad. How are
brother?
you doing?
Good. Can't complain.
I mean, second place. You were battling hard to try and stay up there. You had some fights with you. A couple guys kept leaving you out on your own, and you'd fall back, and then you'd fight your way back up, and back and forth most of the race, and you ended up second. That's pretty good for tonight.
Yeah, one short of making it. You needed the win to get into the postseason, but man, it was a hell of a shot, hell of a run.
I figured I'd give it to friggin' Rylan. I seen that he was like the wild card, and I already made it in the Xfinity. And I would have probably made a move on him at the very end, but I was kind of blocked high, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give it to him at the very end. But yeah, like during the race, like you said, I got hung out so many times, sent to the back. Just had to work my way back up. But yeah, got fortunate.
Yeah, it was good way to rally. We had seen a couple times you were behind, I believe, Keaton at one point. I think we were getting ready for the fuel laps, and we were sort of watching it, and all of a sudden Keaton had dipped on, and Fraser's like, "Yeah, man, Brandon just got hung out there. He's gonna have to try to work his way down." So, yeah, way to stay in it. Not giving up and keeping working in front. One short, that's not bad. It's not the win, but
It was a fun race. That's all. You know what I mean? I had fun out there, and it was a clean, fun race. That's it.
Absolutely. Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank for your P2 tonight?
Definitely give the 419 Motorsports shout out because they definitely they didn't leave me hanging. Most of the time when I was going back, you know what I mean. One of them four was there to pick me up, so I give them a shout out definitely, and then obviously you guys for the broadcast.
All right. Well, the
maybe an elder person in the family you race with also. Maybe shout him.
Yeah, I give the pops a shout out.
Yeah.
He's not here tonight.
There you go.
All-star race, but hopefully he's winning. He's winning tonight. It's fun
you
racing
got
with this dude.
Austin in the chat. He said, "Good pushing, Brandon." So I know
Thank you,
Austin got taken out during one of those cautions, but yeah. So
Yeah, he was a lap down. I was trying to keep him on the lead lap. I know he was like I said, he was a lap down. I think it was like midway through the race, and I was going on our like second pit. They had to go in, and then they all went in. So yeah, I couldn't help him out no more. But yeah, I tried to help him out tonight, keeping him on the lead lap in case anything happened.
well, finished second tonight. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get you into the playoffs, but you didn't finish off too bad for the season. I think you're 13th in total. So overall,
off.
pretty decent run for the season, and congratulations on your P2 tonight.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate the broadcast.
Yep.
Yeah, good run, man. Good finish.
Have a good night.
Used to.
Can we just call it now? Sorry, it's Ryland. That's right. I keep thinking that's Keaton, the paint scheme.
Yeah, it's teammate, but not Keaton.
Yeah. 'Cause
Ryland, you got a copy?
What's left to talk to him about?
Yes, sir.
Congrats on the win, man.
Appreciate it.
You know, it's we've seen you in several of these races, and usually you haven't had great luck, it seems like, for the season, and you end up either getting wrecked out or kind of mid pack. So a win tonight is pretty good for you. It gets you into the playoffs. So congratulations on that. You know, your team, you guys held out pretty well together for most of the race, which in itself is you know, a commendable thing, because usually you guys working together somehow works against you. So
Yeah. I was gonna say, the beginning of the race, we were all trying to work together, and that it kind of fell apart after the first pit stop. But I was able to win it, and none of my teammates were even around me. So might have to just break the team apart at this point.
you're gonna have to go with the Austin method.
Oh, me Motorsports. Oh my god.
Did you get a little nervous when you saw Jerry and John jump out there coming off of 4?
Oh, I don't know. I had Andrew in my ear, and we were right before the trial when Andrew's like, "Oh, he's got it wrapped up." So I wasn't too worried. If Andrew told me, it was good.
Yeah, Jared come out. John just said they didn't get quite hooked up because when I first saw him come out, he did it early enough. They might have got a run. It just they couldn't put it together, couldn't capitalize on it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Brandon was pushing me really good, so it really made it that we were way ahead of them. So I was really happy with how Brandon pushed me.
Well, and on top of
Yeah,
the win tonight, you also got votes for driver of the day. So you got driver of the day tonight too.
Oh my gosh, what was it? Nikki and Terry or someone? Who was
It
it?
was Terry and Mama Nikki votes for you. Yes.
Oh my. I appreciate it, Mama Nikki, and of course Terry.
So yeah, so you're in the championship. We'll be back here in 3 weeks for that. So congratulations on your P1. Congratulations on your driver of the day. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for those tonight?
As much as we don't get together, of course, I'd like to thank my teammates. And then I gotta thank my dad. Sometimes he watches it. And then, of course, Mama, Nikki, and Terry. That's about it.
All right, short and sweet.
Yep.
Is this your first season with us, Ryland?
I raced back in like 2021 for one season, and then I just wasn't on iRacing for like 3 years. But this is my first season, pretty much back.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you're coming in at a pretty good time. It's good competition in this league running right now.
No, it is pretty good. I was like the Xfinity Series last night. There wasn't even a caution at all, which I was completely surprised. I mean, it's pretty clean out here for the most part.
Yeah, it's a good group of guys. They run well, pretty good. Run pretty good together.
For sure.
Well, congratulations on your P1 tonight. We will see you in 3 weeks for the championship kickoff. And yeah, congratulations and have a good night, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yep, nice running, man. Congrats on the
Thank
win.
you.
Well, do you have any final thoughts on season 16, on the regular season 16?
Good finish. What did we end up with cautions tonight? 4? Not
4.
Not too bad, because usually once you have the one, especially towards the end, it's going to get a little squirrely. So not bad. It's been a good season. Like I said, the talent level of this league every year just gets better and better. So for the whole season, it's been fun to watch. They've done a great job with this. So yeah, I can't imagine it being that much better with the talent level we have here in both divisions. Most of the guys run both, crossover into both. But yeah, I think it's been a great season. Had to been fun to watch. I'm sure the people watch it appreciate it. The racing's good. I'm looking forward to see how the playoff runs now that everybody resets and you've got 12 guys. Any one of them have a shot at it. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out here for the final races.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, there's not much that I can add to it other than I want to thank all of the drivers who come out here every week and race in this league. I want to thank WFO for helping start this league, and Vern and Mike McCulley for putting everything on that they do with this league. I want to thank you, the viewers, because without you viewers, we're just talking to ourselves pretty much. So I appreciate all of you. I thank you all for being here. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share it with your friends. And remember,
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
I was just going to say, we got Christmas next week. So on behalf of WFO Racing League, all the racing drivers, well, and actually, I forgot, there's one other person I want to thank before I get into my last little pitch. Mr. John Sanu for coming up here and joining me in the booth the last few weeks. It's been a great to have some experience up here and some knowledge, and somebody to bounce things off of, because it just helps make the races flow better. So thank you very much for joining me up here.
No, I appreciate it. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I'd much rather be on the track with the guys, but since that is not possible, I enjoy the fact I'm able to help contribute, a little bit and help make the broadcast more enjoyable for people. And just hope I'm doing the WFO a good job, and I'm not doing them a disservice by tarnishing the league.
I think you're doing
yeah,
all
no,
right.
I've enjoyed
I
it.
enjoy it
I've
up
enjoyed
here, and it helps make the race go a little better and flow a little bit. So I appreciate you coming up here and helping out. So
No, I'm glad I could help. I enjoy it. Like I said, this is where I started in iRacing. When I got into iRacing, I found this league, WFO, where as long as you had less than 2,000 iRating, you could drive the ARCA car on the one day, and it was a great learning service, and I learned a ton, and I leaned on Vern a lot in the very early. After a while, finally, it's like, hey, man, can you help me? I'm just struggling here. Spent some time with me and started picking it up, so I'll always have a special place in my heart for WFO. This is where it all started for me, so. And I've had my moments where probably I should have not been allowed to run in WFO with some of the things I've done on the radio. So, but learning. But yeah, this has always been this will always be a special league to me. So the least I could do is, if I can't race, at least contribute by being up here and helping out and helping get this thing, get better and better. So,
well, I definitely appreciate it. So with that being said, on behalf of all the drivers and everybody here at WFO, I am Sir Brazen Bull, wishing you and all your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. We'll see you when we get back here July 6th for the kickoff of the championship races for the cars for the Xfinity season, and following the 7th for the trucks for their kickoff. So we will see you in 3 weeks. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I love you all, and good night, everybody.
see you next year.